It's been a busy January and there have been a number of significant events since our last meeting in December. Today is, of course, the first opportunity for the Board to discuss with you the implications of the resourcing announcement last week, which was stark, even though we all knew the budgetary pressures faced and that a reduction in headcount was coming. In spite of government commitments to securing 7,500 officers, we are now looking at 800 less officers and over 100 less police staff. As a board, we will, of course, continue to advocate for a better funding settlement for policing and the delivery of past government commitments on officer numbers. But as I said last week, there is still a significant resource available to policing in Northern Ireland, so no doubt, Chief Constable, you will want to assure the public that you will be working to do your absolute best with what you have. And the board will play its part in that. A different policing model is needed going forward. The public need to know what to expect, and we will support you and the team in whatever change and restructure may now be required as a result of these financial pressures. And I think the question for us all is what the next 3 years will bring with a further 226 million budgetary shortfall to deal with. On this month we have published 2 reports with recommendations. The annual Human Rights Report looks at the compliance across a range of areas and is a good health check on how the service is meeting its legislative duties. We also published a specific report examining the use of force within policing, which did generate quite a bit of debate on the firearm recommendation, but we only have to look at events over the last week in the US to see why it is so important that police use of force is regulated and that issues are discussed and debated for the future. We will, of course, be following up with you around the recommendations made in these reports. Chief Constable, the shocking stabbing of 2 police officers on the yesterday highlights the increasing numbers of assaults on officers and indeed other emergency services. It is an issue that the board looked at in the report on the human rights of police officer and staff published in December. I just want to put on record on behalf of the board that these attacks are completely unacceptable and are condemned by the board and must be condemned right across the community. We hope all officers involved make a speedy recovery and receive the appropriate occupational and welfare support. And aside from the actual impact on officers, some of whom have suffered serious injuries, with a decreasing resourcing situation, these incidents have implications as officers often need time to recover before becoming fit for full operational duties or require restricted duties. Chief Constable, we've had 2 brutal murders, but the death of Natalie McNally and her unborn child has shocked the community and brought into focus again the issue of violence against women. We wish to pass our condolences to her family and urge anyone with information that could help the police investigation to do so, either directly or anonymously. So we'll take some introductory remarks and then move to questions.